The case that was solved too quickly. This case was officially solved. A suspect was named. The files were closed. And the public was told the truth had been found. But years later, everything fell apart. Because the person blamed for the crime could not have committed it. And the real killer was never identified. The incident occurred in a quiet residential area. No history of violence, no known enemies. Nothing that suggested a crime was coming. When the victim was found, the pressure to solve the case was immediate. Local authorities needed answers. The public demanded closure. And quickly, a suspect emerged. According to the official report, the suspect had motive. They had been seen nearby. They knew the victim. And their behavior after the incident raised suspicion. Within days, an arrest was made. Interviews were conducted, statements were taken, and the case was declared solved. The files were sealed. And the investigation stopped. At first, no one questioned the conclusion. But over time, small inconsistencies began to appear. The timeline did not fully align. Certain details were ignored. Some evidence was never properly examined. And one question remained unanswered. Where exactly was the suspect at the time of the crime? Years later, new information surfaced. The suspect had an alibi. Not a weak one, not a vague claim. A documented alibi. Records showed the suspect was in a different location. Witnesses confirmed it. Timestamps supported it. Yet this information had never been presented during the trial. The discovery raised serious questions. Why was this evidence ignored? Who made the decision to exclude it? And why was the case closed so quickly? Some believe the investigation was under extreme pressure. Others believe the truth was inconvenient. Because reopening the case would mean admitting a mistake. If the suspect was innocent, then who committed the crime? Some theories suggest the real perpetrator was never investigated. Others believe someone with influence was protected. And some believe the case was closed simply to maintain public trust. But without a reopened investigation, these questions remain unanswered. Officially, the case remains solved. The files are still closed. The suspect is still listed as responsible. But the evidence tells a different story. A story of unanswered questions, ignored facts, and a truth that may never surface. The case was closed, but justice may never have been served. Some cases are solved on paper, but never in reality.